Okay, so we ended with potassium chloride, right? A little ano na lang review before we are going to continue. Hindi ko siya mag-move. Ay, ayan, nag-move na siya. Okay. Again, the coverage of the finals starts here sa potassium. We are done with the sodium. Potassium na tayo, and then pababa with the group 1A elements. So please be reminded that when you say potassium, magpiso ka. Magnesium, potassium in. So basically, pag sinabing potassium, this is most likely found inside the cell, intracellular. In fact, this is the most abundant na intracellular cation. Again, cation positively charged ion, which is found inside the cell. Now, potassium has a lot of functions inside the body. So, ano yan siya? Very important in muscular contraction, and then yung stabilization of the membranes of our cells. Therefore, meron siyang activity on the contraction of the heart, because remember, the heart is still a muscle, and even the function of our brains and other organs. Now, aside from that, potassium is also a diuretic. Now, talking about potassium, this one does not really exist in nature as a free metal. So, most likely, we will find potassium as a compound. So maraming compound si potassium. However, the good thing here is the potassium's compound class have the same uses or functions with that of the sodium compound. Okay? Like when you say potassium acetate, it has a similar use or uses with that of the sodium acetate. That is also true for potassium bicarbonate and the other compounds. So last meeting, we ended with potassium chloride. Okay? For this afternoon, we will start with potassium citrate since dito tayo nag-end sa potassium chloride last time. So again, potassium citrate tayo. Now, the same thing with that of the sodium citrate, this is still used as a diuretic and an expectorant. However, please take note, we have here diaphoretic. Please take note ha, kasi hindi ako makaride sa board, wala tayong board ngayon. So please take note sa mga pinagsasabi ko na wala sa aking PPT. So again, diaphoretic means it has the ability to increase perspiration or sweating. So pwede siya mag-cause even ng excessive na sweating. Okay? So yan yung work ni potassium citrate. So actually, potassium citrate class exists sa ating drugstore in the form of Acalca. Acalca is the brand name. So si Acalca naman is used as a treatment for patients with renal lithiasis or hypocitraturia. Pag sinabing renal lithiasis, ito yung mga patients with kidney stones. Yung kidney stones kasi is most likely made up of calcium. Okay? And nabubuo yung renal stones kapag ang body is kulang ng citrate. Therefore, para magkaroon ng enough amount of citrate in the body, pwede tayo mag-take ng potassium citrate, and thus will inhibit the formation of kidney stones or calcium stones. Yan yung reason bakit ginagamit si Acalca as a drug for patients with problems in the kidneys, especially those with kidney or renal stones. Okay? Again, Acalca yan siya. And then actually, potassium citrate is also an osmotic diuretic. Pampaihi din siya. Osmosis ang kanyang action. Di ba? Pag sinabing osmosis, it's the transfer of or the movement of water or solvent from a region of lower solute concentration to higher solute concentration. Si potassium citrate class is osmotically active. It acts as a solute. So therefore, if andoon siya sa kidneys, water will follow. And thus, if ang water mag-follow, there will be urination. Kaya ginagamit natin siya as diuretic. Okay? Yan yung trabaho ni potassium citrate. Now, ang next na compound natin is si potassium hydroxide, or this is also known as caustic potash or the potash. Actually, I have already mentioned this one sa inyo, no? Kasi they have the same activity with that of sodium hydroxide. This is also a saponifying agent. So, ginagamit din ito to make soap. However, the difference, sodium hydroxide is hard soap. Ito naman is most likely soft or liquid soap yung ma-form. Okay? So again, saponifying agent, how do we make soap? We are going to mix together the saponifying agent. It's a basic substance or an alkaline substance plus the fats or the oil. Pwede siyang vegetable oil. So pag mag-mix sila together, again, soap will be formed. The process is called saponification. Okay? So that's potassium hydroxide. You may ask questions you may send your questions sa chat, or you may raise your hand, and then if acknowledged, you may turn on your microphone and then you may ask questions, or if you have concerns, you may raise your concerns here. Okay? Now, moving on, we have potassium iodide or Ki, potassium iodide. Now, the same thing with sodium iodide, ginagamit pa rin itong expectorant, pang-expel sa phlegm. And then at the same time, if babalikan nyo yung ating PPT for sodium iodide, backtrack tayo, nandyan pa rin solubilizer of iodine. So let me remind you, iodine is not soluble in water. So dinadagdagan siya ng another compound para si iodine ma-dissolve siya sa tubig. So, pwede nating gamitin either si sodium iodide or si potassium iodide. Okay? I can still remember I have written this one sa board kung paano siya naging soluble. So, again, iodide, I2 na siya ha, subscript ng 2. I cannot make a subscript here sa Zoom. So, again, I2 plus Ki, this will yield triiodide ion. So si triiodide ion is now soluble sa water. That's the work of a solubilizing agent. And another thing, please take note that potassium iodide is also an antifungal. Okay? Again, it's an antifungal. Mahirap magsulat sa screen. So, ginagamit natin ito if ever the person has fungal infection. So, example of that is actually I'm talking about potassium iodide. Meron tayong tinatawag na KISS, and then ang kanyang concentration, it's very concentrated. It's 1 gram, please correct that one, 1 gram per ml. Ang meaning ng KISS is potassium iodide saturated solution. Again, ang meaning ng KISS is potassium iodide saturated solution. This is actually the drug of choice for the Rose Gardiner's disease. Isulat ha, Rose Gardiner disease. Itong Rose Gardiner's disease, it's actually a fungal infection caused by Sporothrix schenki. That's the name of the fungus. Again, the Sporothrix schenki is the name of the fungus that causes the Rose Gardiner's disease. Okay? Kaya siya tinawag na Rose Gardiner's disease kasi itong Sporothrix shenki na fungus, nasa soil kasi ito. And then, di ba, we all know na pag sinabing rose, marami yung thorns. So, prone yung mga gardener na ma-prick sa thorn and then magkasugat. And then, pag nasugatan, and then, syempre, hahawak ng soil in which ang fungus nandoon, pwedeng magkaroon ng fungal infection. So, that's how the fungus is transmitted from the soil to human. Okay? And then again, our drug of choice for that, for this kind of um, condition is the KISS, the potassium iodide saturated solution. So kaya nakalagay dyan, isa sa gamit ni potassium iodide is antifungal. Okay? And then, syempre, because meron siyang iodide, meron siyang iodine in its structure, then, ginagamit siya for the prevention of goiter. Okay? Kasi yung mga people with goiter or like my hypothyroidism, there is a decrease in the activity of their thyroid glands, bababa yung kanilang thyroid hormones, in which yung thyroid hormone kasi para mabuo siya, kailangan ng iodine. So, kulang ng iodine kaya let us replenish, gagamit tayo or mag-administer tayo ng something with iodine. So, it's an example, potassium iodide. And then, another thing that you have to take note is pwede ding component of alkaloidal reagent itong potassium iodide. Pag sinabing alkaloidal reagent, ito yung mga chemicals in the laboratory na pwede nating gamitin to test if a substance or a plant material contains alkaloid. So si alkaloid, guys, pag narinig nyo yung term na alkaloid, it's a phytochemical. Okay? Pag sinabing phytochemical, it's a chemical na nakikita natin sa plants. You will have that sa inyong pharmacognosy. First year pa kasi kayo ngayon, so ang dinidiscuss nyo pa lang, botany pa lang. So parang introduction pa lang sa plants. Pag nakapasa na kayo ng botany, ayan, I think sa third year pa, pero you will have a subject called pharmacognosy wherein you're going to study the different phytochemicals found in plants na pwedeng gamitin pharmaceutically or they are pharmacologically active. So just like alkaloids, si alkaloids are wait lang. These are plant constituent na merong nitrogen in their structure. So nitrogenous sila. Ano ba yan? Ay. Nitrogenous, ito sila. Okay? Meron silang nitrogen and then actually si alkaloid, ito yung usually plant constituent na pharmacologically active, meaning meron silang activity inside the body. So let me give you an example or examples, ito ha, examples of alkaloids. Number 1, caffeine. Saan natin nakukuha yung caffeine? Nasa makuha ni sa coffee. Yes. Sa coffee. Scientific name sa coffee, be? Ano sa mo mag-botany kay Ma'am MJ? Ani sa inyo botany, ipa-memorize mo ni Ma'am Hamero, ane? Say scientific name. You may, send your answer sa chat box. I cannot, dili na ko siya, class, dili na ko siya ma-italicize ha, pero ina-italicize ang scientific name. So, example, caffeine. Yeah. Galing siya sa Coffea arabica. Actually, aside from Coffea arabica, we may also obtain caffeine, or I mean the coffee itself is Coffea robusta. It's another variety. So ano ang nakukuha natin sa coffee? We have caffeine here. So again, caffeine is an alkaloid. It's a plant constituent. Okay? Another one. Ano ba yung common sa inyo na drugs? Nicotine. Nicotine is actually a plant constituent, and I believe you all know this. Saan siya galing? Sa Nicotiana tabacum. Okay, sa tobacco in short. Yes, cacao has caffeine also. Actually, tea also has caffeine. Actually, tea has more caffeine than coffee. So basically, since they contain caffeine also, then they can also stimulate the CNS. Dili pud ka makatulog. That's why I don't drink coffee. But if I drink tea, dili sad ko makatulog. Pero yung major talaga na alkaloid kasi sa cacao, it's theobromine. Sa caffeine, it's theophylline. So, kung coffee ang pinag-uusapan natin, yun yung major niya, caffeine. Okay? Nicotine is from Nicotiana tabacum. So, it's still an alkaloid, but nicotine has no pharmacological use. Though it can cause stimulation of our CNS, pero wala siyang class, wala siyang condition sa body na ginagamot. So marami lang siyang adverse effects in the body, pero walang nagagamot na sakit. Okay? So again, examples yan siya ng alkaloids. So nakita niyo dyan sa ilalim sa screen, potassium iodide is a component of alkaloidal reagent. So example, the Wagner's test. Pag sinabing Wagner's test, again, ginagamit yan siya to check if the plant or the plant material or extract has alkaloid. So si Wagner's test, ano yung ginagamit nito na mnemonics para madali siyang matandaan? Wiki. Wiki means ang Wagner's reagent merong iodine. Ayan. Iodine in potassium iodide. Kaya ang mnemonics na ginagamit natin para madali siyang matandaan kasi marami itong alkaloidal reagent natin. Pag sinabing wiki, it's Wagner's. So, ano ang laman ng Wagner's reagent? It contains iodine in potassium iodide. Kaya, wiki. And then yung isa naman, nakalagay dyan sa PowerPoint, is the Mayer's test. So, sa Mayer's test, gumagamit tayo ng Mayer's reagent. Ang meron naman sa Mayer's is, wait lang, isulat ko na lang yung mnemonics. Me. Okay? So, sa Mayer's naman, we have the Mameki. That is the mnemonics. Pag sinabi namang Mameki, it's Mayer's reagent that contains mercury or mercuric potassium. Ay, hindi na siya makita. Let me know ha, kung dili na siya makitaan ang akong ginasulat. I-transfer na to siya. Okay? And then lastly, ito namang Valsers. What's my mnemonic for this? Valsers, yung mnemonics na ginagamit is ganito. So, ito naman, the Valsers reagent contains mercuric iodide lang ito. Mercuric iodide. Before siya naging mercuric iodide, you still need potassium iodide for this. So all of these are alkaloidal reagents. You will get to know them and you will encounter them pag nag-third year na kayo kasi you will be testing a lot of plant materials if they contain alkaloid. So yan yung mga possible tests na gagawin ninyo sa lab. Okay? So marami pa tayong alkaloids. Atropine is one. I don't know if you're familiar with atropine. Morphine is an alkaloid also. Ginagamit si morphine as a narcotic analgesic para sa mga severe pain. Okay? Any question or clarification? Wala. Now, how about toxicity? Ay, pula no? Anong pula man na? Sakit sa mata no, green o pula. White magod kagay ng background. Tawa, nagiging red pala siya pag, I mean, masakit siya sa mata pag nawala na yung white background. Pero pag magsusulat ako, it's white. Anyway. Sige. Another thing that you need to know about iodine is it can cause allergic reaction, and the allergic reaction is called iodism. Okay? Iodism. Or this is actually the so-called iodine poisoning. So lahat ng kulang or lahat ng sobra ay masama sa body. So iodism ang tawag sa iodine poisoning. So the patient may experience thirst, weakness, and even diarrhea. Okay, in severe form of the iodine poisoning, the patient may experience convulsions. That's shaking of the body, no? Kay grabe ang pag-fire sa neurons sa brain. Na mag-shake ang body, that's convulsion. This is life-threatening. Again, the poisoning for iodine is called iodism. And then, syempre, meron tayong gamot para dyan. Since this is poisoning, then yung gamot natin is called an antidote. Tatakarbog tayo po eh. Antidote. Our antidote for iodism is the NSS. Okay? Pag sinabing NSS ha, normal saline solution. Pag sinabing normal saline solution, it contains 0.9% NaCl solution. So please take note of that. Okay? Questions before tayo mag-next slide. Wala. Sure na. Basta na may gusto yung pangutana din. Parang kaya lang natutubagon. Walay. Sure na yun. Let me erase this one ha, writing sa screen. Ano yung effect ng iodism? Yung first part, ano lang, there will be weakness and then, wow, excessive thirst for the patient. Tapos, there will be diarrhea. So, most likely na GIP kasi na-ingest. Diarrhea, and then yung severe form niya, convulsion. NSS, normal saline solution. That's the meaning of NSS. Normal. Sulat natin siya. It's normal saline solution. Okay? Ang nasa solution na yan is 0.9% NaCl. Okay? Sige. Let's move on. If wala ng questions. Hindi mo na mag-next. Meaning ng SS sa kiss, saturated solution. Ang Ki, potassium iodide. Tapos SS is saturated solution. Anything else? Mata pa ng uban din, ha? I don't usually ask my students to open their cup. Actually, you are compelled to do so. Pero, di magyapon ta mo makitaan. Kay, makitaan lang sa akong screen, isa, duha, tulo, upat. Upat lang. The rest, kung dili na ko ibalhin ang ako ang, like, yung nasa gilid nga, hindi ko na makita. Yes, Arnelli.
Ma'am, ano ganito yung meaning ng SS sa kiss po?
Saturated solution. Let us
Thank you
write
po.
that sa screen. Saturated solution. Anything else? Wala na? Meron kayong schedule for an on-site class? Kinsa teacher ang mag-on-site sa inyo, si Ma'am MJ? Ano si,
Ma'am Tel,
si Ma'am Tel? Bukas, andito kayo bukas. Sige, I'll be giving you a copy of the midterm exam. Lahat ba naka-exam? Except for those na nananghid na dili na mag-exam? Please let me know, ha? Kung napay wala naka-exam. Sige, let us continue. Potassium nitrate or the saltpeter, saltronel, or salitre. So, di ba may salitre din tayo. Ito, yun yung sodium nitrate. Actually, may sodium nitrite pa tayo, the Philippine salitre. So, ito, saltpeter, saltronel, or the salitre, itong potassium nitrate. Pero parehas na sila ng gamit ng sodium nitrate class. Meat preservative. So, kaya yung mga tocino, chorizo, ilalagyan, pwede din siya lagyan ng potassium nitrate. Pero di ba, remember, our preserved foods nowadays, ginalimit na natin yung paggamit natin with the nitrate preservatives because of the studies showing na these chemicals are carcinogenic. Okay, a possible carcinogenic. Nagkukos ng cancer in short. Okay? What else? Kung pharmaceutically naman, ginagamit ito as tooth desensitizing agent. Kaya component siya ng Sensodyne. 'Di ba pag ang advertisement ng Sensodyne para siya sa mga nagngingilo, mga sensitive na tooth or gums. So yung content ng Sensodyne, please take note, is potassium nitrate kasi meron siyang ability to desensitize the tooth or the gums. Okay? Then aside from that, ginagamit siya as like pulbura. Sa pulbura, merong potassium nitrate yung pulbura natin. Explosive para sa gunpowder. So sa industrial use naman yon. Wala yan siya sa pharma, syempre. Dili na maghimo gunpowder sa pharma. Okay? Let me know if my concerns or my questions. Wala. Sige, next. Next, we have potassium permanganate. Daghan kay nakasulat, no? Potassium permanganate or other name nito, mineral chameleon. So wala na tayong computation sa finals, pero daghan kay memorize on class. The name of the chemical formula. That's, for example, potassium permanganate is KMNO4. And aside from that, ilahang other name pa jud, like mineral chameleon. Now, anong gamit ni potassium permanganate? This is an oxidizing agent, meaning nagkukos siya ng oxidation. Okay, nagkukos siya ng oxidation. Giveaway o memorize? Kailangan ninyo daghan storage sa inyong brain. Daghan kayo mag-isulod. Apay butan ni. Sige. So again, pag sinabing oxidizing agent, nagkukos siya ng oxidation. Hindi siya yung nag-oxidize. Siya ang nagkukos ng oxidation. And then please remember, di ba, pag nag-oxidize, meaning there is the addition of oxygen. Kung hindi siya nag-add ng oxygen, pwede naman siyang mag-loss ng hydrogen. Okay? It's either of the two. Addition of oxygen or loss of hydrogen. Oxidation ang tawag dyan. So yan yung kinukos ng mga oxidizing agent. For pharmaceuticals class, ano yan? Oxidation is the number one cause of product degradation. Nasisira yung ating mga pharmaceutical products pag na-oxidize sila. Example, ascorbic acid. Pwede yan siya mag-undergo ng oxidation. Kaya kung napansin ninyo, yung lalagyan talaga ng ating mga vitamin C, kung hindi yan siya amber, yung parang color brown, mga amber bottles kasi class can protect the product against light. Very sensitive kasi sa light yung ating vitamin C. So, pag na-expose siya sa light, ma-oxidize siya. Okay? That's one of the examples. Si potassium permanganate, pwede siyang mag-cause ng ganun, ma-oxidize. Now, sa laboratory, hindi mo pwedeng ipaghalo ang oxidizing agent and strong oxidizing and strong reducing agent. Magkabaliktad kasi yan sila kasi it will result to explosion, especially if mataas ang concentration and at the same time madami pa talaga ang hinalo mo. Explosion ang sunod, ana. So actually, pag sinabing fireworks, yung parang pulbura sa fireworks are actually made up of strong oxidizing and strong reducing agent. Okay? So please do not play with chemicals in the laboratory because you do not know if the substance may be a strong oxidizing or a strong reducing agent. And then once na ma-mix sila together, explosion ang sunod, ana. Mambuto ta sa laboratory. Okay?
Yan ang gusto ko.
Ano to? So, sa ano,
Lang, ma'am.
pasig makadungog ta din haog ka ng cheka, ha? Kanang wala na to gituyo magmarites pero nakamarites ta. Okay. Now, pag makapasa na mo sa first sem class, kay 2 weeks na lang na mahuman na. And then, pag makapasa na mo sa inyong subjects, next semester, you will have your farm analysis. That is in short, QC. QC na subject. Diyan nyo talaga ma-encounter itong mga oxidizing and reducing agents. And then, meron tayong mga laboratory procedures na ginagawa to number one, determine their concentration and then yung ano din nila, identity nila. So isang example ng procedure na ginagawa sa laboratory for testing is the permanganometry. So from the name itself, alam nyo na talaga agad kung ano ang gagamitin na chemical kasi permanganometry. It's potassium permanganate. So it's through titration and it's self-indicating na volumetric solution. BS means volumetric solution. 'Di ba? Last midterm ba? Oo. Last midterm, kasali sa exam natin yung acid and base indicators. Acid and base indicators. Di ba yung mga indicators na yon, nag-change sila ng color depending kung acidic or basic yung substance. Okay? So, may indicator for acids and bases. However, in permanganometry, pag kinandak natin siya sa laboratory, hindi natin kailangan ng indicator kasi potassium permanganate itself is self-indicating. Pag hinalo mo siya sa reducing agent, siya mismo ang mag-change ng color. So again, hindi natin kailangan ng another indicator. Yan yung ibig sabihin ng self-indicating. The original color of potassium permanganate is actually violet. If na-encounter nyo siya sa laboratory, it's violet. Pero pag ginamit natin siya for permanganometry, the violet will turn into pink and it will persist. The color pink will persist for 15 to 30 seconds. So yung color pink na yon, yung permanganate mismo yon, nag-change ng color. So again, hindi siya kagaya ng acid base natin na kailangan mo pa ng ibang indicator like methyl orange or thymolphtalane, phenolphtalane, hindi na yon kailangan. Sa permanganometry, si permanganate na mismo ang mag-change ng color. Okay? Now, if ever mahawakan mo siya without your gloves, this will produce a brown stain sa kamay. Though the original na color nito is violet. Pag napunta siya sa skin, it will stain brown. Okay? And then, aside from that, this is also used as an antiseptic in 1:5,000 na concentration. That's the concentration, 1:5,000. I believe sa inyong farm cal, appeal din sa inyong lesson, mag-convert og ratio to fraction. So, i-convert yun na lang yan siya sa fraction. Ang 1:5,000. Hindi naman permanent ang stain, pero matagal siyang mawala. Okay? Pwede siyang either antiseptic or disinfectant, ha? Nasabi ko na ang difference niyan. Parehas silang pwedeng magpatay ng microorganism or mag-prevent ng growth sa organism. Okay, mga microorganism. Kaya lang, pag sinabing antiseptic, this is applied sa skin or sa mga living tissues. However, pag sinabing disinfectant, sa mga inanimate objects. Pag sinabing inanimate objects, walang life. Example, sa table, sa chair. Paglinisan mo yon. However, si potassium permanganate, just like alcohol, ano yan sila? Both sila antiseptic and disinfectant. And then lastly, before I forget, kasi nalakbangan ko pala ito nandito, katabi ng oxidizing agent. Antidote for strychnine. Si strychnine class is an alkaloid also. Nag-mention ako ng examples kanina, no? Ng mga alkaloid. Si strychnine din, alkaloid din yan siya. So, saan siya galing? From Strychnos nux vomica. Again, it's called Strychnos nux vomica. It's a plant. Definitely, it's a plant. And then, nagpo-produce siya ng ganyang alkaloid, strychnine. Kaya lang kasi si strychnine class is a convulsant. Hindi siya anti-convulsant, ha? Convulsant talaga siya. Siya mismo, it's a convulsant. Mag-cause siya ng convulsion. Okay? This is very toxic. So, even sa birds and sa mga rodents, ginagawa siyang insecticide or pesticide actually kasi grabe siya ka-toxic. Mamamatay yung birds, yung insects, yung rodents, and even ang tao kung ma-expose nito sa plant na ito, Strychnos nux vomica. And then again, mag-cause siya ng convulsion. This one is life-threatening. So, si potassium permanganate is an antidote for the strychnine poisoning. If I'm not mistaken, si strychnine is what we call the South American arrowhead poison. Yan yung parang English name kasi si Strychnos nux vomica is a scientific name. So, ang English name nito is South American arrowhead poison. Arrowhead poison. Kasi 'di ba dati nung wala pang mga guns, wala pang mga baril, ang ilahang gamit 'di ba kay bow and arrow, pana in short. Tapos ilahang ka ng arrowhead sa ilahang pana, nilalagyan nila ng parang maragduga good sa plant, sa Strychnos nux vomica. And then, pag natamaan ka ng arrow with the Strychnos nux vomica, you will have paralysis and then the person will suffer from convulsion also. That's how toxic the plant is. Na ginagamit siya for warfare, as defense nila. Okay? Kasi some of them class, pag walang arrowhead, syempre kung natamaan ka, makakagalaw pa yung kalaban. Dati ito ha. Pero pag nilagyan nila ng ganitong plant, yan, poison ito. Kakaproblema tayo nito. So that's the use of potassium permanganate, antidote for the poisoning. Okay, ano di man mag-next. Next, potassium sodium tartrate. That's KNaC4H4O6. Or this is what we call the Rochelle salt or the salt signate. Now, ano ito? Laxative or cathartic. Pampapupo, pampabawas. Pero aside from that, sequestering agent din siya. Pag sinabing sequestering agent, other term for that is chelating agent. Okay? I don't know if I have mentioned this sa inyo, but I believe nag-discuss ako ng EDTA sa inyo. Kasi EDTA is another sequestering or chelating agent. Ito yung it will form complexes with metals. Yung parang magnet siya na magdikit yung metal sa kanya, tapos pag nakadikit na, hindi mo na magagamit yung metal. So hindi na siya mag-work. Kaya 'di ba ang example ko, I believe during the discussion is yung EDTA tube ng mga medtech. Meron yan silang tube. I don't know if it's color violet. Yeah, I think it's color violet plus. Na pag nilagay nila doon sa maliit na tube na ang takip is color violet, ang blood, hindi siya magkaklat. Okay? Hindi siya mabuo, hindi siya magahi, in short. Kasi one metal that is responsible for blood clotting is calcium. Now, since nilagyan nila ng EDTA, nagfo-form kasi ng complex si calcium doon kay EDTA. So, hindi na siya maka-function kung nag-form siya ng complex. Complex means a mixture of the metal and the EDTA. Okay? So, pag walang calcium, walang blood clot. Yun yung gamit ni EDTA. Chelating agent siya, or other name for chelating agent is sequestering agent. So, they have the same use with that of the potassium sodium tartrate. Ano din ito? Sequestering agent. So, pwede din siyang gamitin sa tubig for water hardness. Yung water hardness, pag nakarinig kayo ng water hardness, it refers to the presence of metals or heavy metals in water. Yung tap water natin, grabe yung hardness niyan. Maraming metals na nakalagay. Kaya pag, di ba, I don't know if napansin niyo kung naamoy takore o kaya kanang tawag ano, wala mo na ginagamit karon. Ano nilalagyan ng mainit na tubig? Thermos. Thermos. Or even your, ano na lang, yung mga heater niyo sa bahay ninyo. Diba, kadugayan ninyo og heat kung galing siya sa tap water, magputi-puti na ang parang layer or yung bottom ng takore or ng heater. That's actually the minerals, the heavy metals present in tap water. Yun yung kaibahan ng tap water and purified water. Under kasi, pag sinabi kasing purified water, ano yun? Pure water, H2O. Okay? Tinanggal yung mga heavy metals, yung mga other mga minerals. Okay? So one way to purify water is through distillation. Kaya may tinatawag tayong distilled water. Okay? So ganito yan ha yung ano, arrangement niyan. Purified water. Meaning water lang talaga yan siya. H2O. Tapos meron tayong different process to purify water. One type of the process is the distilled water. Kaya meron tayong tinatawag na distillation ang process ng pag-purify ng water. Kaya meron tayong tinatawag na distilled water. Meron din kasing other way to purify water. Kaya pag ang nakalagay sa lalagyan is purified water lang siya, hindi talaga siya ano tawag dyan, automatically na nag-distillation siya. Ang uban kasi kay nag-undergo og reverse osmosis and ano nga yung isa? I forgot. Anya na maisip na ko ng isa niya. Reverse osmosis and the other one involves ion exchange. Ion exchange na process. Okay. So pag gusto mo talaga inumin distilled water, yun talaga yung purified water na nag-undergo ng distillation. So, kagaya nito, this is just labeled as pure water, purified water. So, hindi siya necessarily nag-undergo ng distillation. I think some of these undergoes reverse osmosis or ion exchange. But the purpose is just still to purify para alisin yung mga metals or yung mga minerals na nasa tubig. Which is safer? Syempre the purified kasi it's just water. Yung mga ibang content ng water, wala na, tinanggal na. Yung tap water kasi, yung tubig natin sa gripo, hindi kasi natin alam anong meron dyan. kung ano yung minerals na nandyan, baka may na-incorporate na heavy metals. And then please take note that heavy metals, when accumulated in the body, may cause toxicity. Okay? But actually, I don't like the lasa of the purified or the distilled water. So when I'm at home, tap water lang dyan akong ginainom. Paitan ko, I don't know, na siya like pait or like aftertaste yung distilled or purified water. So you can only see me drinking this one if I'm not in my house. Like nasa school ako, syempre nagapalit ko ani. Ug labi na og na ako sa Manila, dili jud ko mo inom og tap water dito. So mo na siya ang time na mag-inom ko purified or distilled water. I think yung distillation process yung pinaka effective on getting rid of the ano the minerals and heavy metals in the water. That is why like for babies, they really choose distilled water, like kung magtimpla sila milk anak or kung ano man yung itimpla nila, it's distilled water. And you may use purified water. I will not know if distillation ba, reverse osmosis, or ion exchange yung ginawang purification process. Okay? Any question or clarification? Wala? Sure na? Sige. So, kamo na bahalag unsa inyong inomon. Purified ba or ano? Pag mineral water, from the name itself, mineral water, meron siyang mineral. So, dili siya purified, dili siya distilled. Therefore, let us correct the misconception in the community. Like, many of the time, we hear people saying, palit silag mineral water. Ang mineral water naman ay minerals. Naman ay other things other than water. Okay? So, kung ang gusto ninyo inomon kay pure water lang yun, you buy purified or distilled water. Huwag kayo maghanap ng mineral water if you intend to really drink the purified ones. Okay? Wait lang. Okay. Yeah, let's continue. Sorry na ini sulod sa comlab. Ano dyan ba? Maputol pag na mo sulod. Sige. Wala na concern, wala question. Let us continue with the sulfurated potash. Huwag name ha. Sulfurated potash. That's K2SX, K2S2O3. Okay? Ito naman is not really a compound but a mixture. Mixture na siya, hindi siya compound ha. So mixture na siya ng dalawang compounds. Anong dalawang compounds yun? Potassium polysulfide and potassium thiosulfate. Okay? Yan yung content ni sulfurated potash kasi nga hindi siya mixture, compound siya. So other names of the sulfurated potash, isulat ko na lang ha, i-type sa screen para kopyahin nyo na lang. Liver of sulfur or hepar sulfur. Mga other names ito ng sulfurated potash. Or pwede din potasa sulfurata. Ay, na. Sulfurata. Those are the other names ha of our sulfurated potash. So, asa na to ginagamit ang sulfurated potash? component ito siya class ng white lotion. Again, component ng white lotion. Actually, si white lotion, ano yan siya? Ay, ganito yan siya ha. White lotion contains sulfurated potash plus yung isang component niya is zinc sulfate. ZnSO4. So, mag-yield yan siya ng zinc sulfide. Okay, zinc sulfide. Yan yung white lotion natin. And then, para saan si white lotion? Ginagamit ito as a treatment or management ng psoriasis. You know what psoriasis is? Psoriasis, it's a skin condition, autoimmune. Pag sinabing autoimmune, yung sariling immune system natin, very active. So kaya ina-attack yung sariling organs natin. In this case, skin. Sa skin makikita itong hyperactivity ng ating autoimmune, ay ng ating immune system. So like yung mga white blood cells natin, yung mga antibodies, they are very active. So kung nakikita kayo ng person with psoriasis class, marami silang parang patches sa skin na very red, shiny, and then actually scaly. Parang may scale kung titingnan nyo siya closely. Pero please take note na hindi yan siya nakakahawa. Yes, Alaika.
Ma'am, yung psoriasis po, ma'am, is parang namamana din po yan siya, ma'am.
Pwede siyang may genetic factor. Pwedeng ang tawag dyan, may factor siya sa genetics. So, pwede siyang hereditary, ganon. Kasi autoimmune siya eh. Autoimmune means automatic ang immune system. So, hindi siya because of bacteria, hindi siya because of virus or fungi. Yung sarili lang talaga natin na immune system yung nagiging very, very active na it will no longer determine what is self and non-self. Pag sinabing self, yung talagang organs natin sa body, sarili nating tissue, sarili nating organ. Hindi niya na yun makikilala. So, pag hindi niya na nakikilala yun, they will attack these organs or tissues. So again, in this case, psoriasis, it's more on the skin. Marami kasi tayong autoimmune na disease. Example, rheumatoid arthritis. The rheumatoid arthritis is also an autoimmune disease. So hyperactive din yung immune system. But in that case, ang usually tina-target is yung joints, okay, for rheumatoid arthritis. Yes, MJ.
May i-ask po ako, ma'am, is ang psoriasis po ba is sa hair ay more sa scalp lang po siya, ma'am, or meron din po sa ibang body parts po, ma'am?
Buong body ito, merong mga patches. If, for example, hindi yan sila magsinina ang person na may psoriasis, as in, you will really see na madami masyado silang like patches na very red, shiny, and scaly sa buong body. Hindi lang siya sa ulo. And this is, I think it's itchy at the same time painful for them. Pero again ha, hindi ito nakakahawa. So, hindi lang siya magandang tingnan, pero hindi siya nakakahawa. Mas makatakot pa ang dandruff class, ang balakubak compared to the psoriasis. Ang dandruff nakakahawa ha, so masiganahan mo magsigig hiram-hiram og sudlay din ha. Nga gikaspa di ay ang inyong hiraman aw pagkasunod na napud mo ikaspaan ni. Okay? Kasi there are dandruff class caused by a fungal infection. So si dandruff hindi lang siya because allergic ka or sensitive ka sa shampoo mo or stressed ka kaya ka nag-dandruff, meron ding iba na fungal infection. Okay? Parehas lang na siya sa athlete's foot. Alipo nga, pag naghiram-hiram mo og socks, medyas, makatakod. So, si psoriasis, hindi. Yes, Alaika, you have another question?
Ma'am, yung eczema po at saka psoriasis, ma'am, medyo same lang po yan sila, ma'am.
Parehas silang it involves the immune system. Pag may allergy ka kasi class, pag may allergy ka, ano din, very active din yung immune system mo. Kaya lang, magkaiba tayo ng allergy, depende yun kung saan nagiging hyperactive yung iyong body, yung iyong immune system. Okay, pero eczema kasi is atopic dermatitis. Yung skin kasi nagda-dry and then inflammation. Merong inflammation, naging red siya, 'di ba? And then makate. Okay? And then common 'yan siya sa mga bata. Pero meron ding mga of age na atopic dermatitis or eczema. So, ano siya, may iba sa kanila na long-lasting. Magkaiba yan sila na na condition ang psoriasis and eczema. Ibang condition yan sila. Pero pwede din kasing si eczema, may mga triggering factors yan kung bakit sila maraming like inflamed parts sa kanilang skin. So pwedeng exposed sila sa bacteria or sa mga irritants or sa mga allergens. So mostly mga environmental factors na nagiging very active ang kanilang immune system. Okay? Pero again, si psoriasis, ano lang talaga yan siya, autoimmune. Walang nag-trigger sa psoriasis. Pero actually, pag ma-stress sila, pwedeng ma-trigger. Yung eczema kasi maraming trigger yan. Pwedeng environmental, pwedeng bacteria. Psoriasis? Gapa-trigger. Ang psoriasis itself is makate. So, may nag-overlap ilahang signs and symptoms. Pero you will know na psoriasis siya kasi scaly. Scaly siya. Hindi siya parehas sa eczema. Kanang ato ang nabalang nga eczema mo nang kagid. Ang psoriasis iba din. Iba din ang mukha. You may search sa sa Google kung ano yung kaibahan ng kanilang mukha when it comes to the inflammation sa skin. May scale kasi yung scale nung sa psoriasis. Ang eczema, magpula lang gid na siya, magpula, mag-inflame, makate. Ang psoriasis, magpula, mag-scale. Okay? Then makate din. Pwede din matrigger sa weather. Example, init kaayo. Pag init manggug kay class, pwedeng magbaba yung ating immune system. So, ma-trigger. Ay, ang saan ma-trigger ang psoriasis? Oh, pag ma-stress. Ma-trigger din yan siya. Kung nang dili pwede ma-stress. Yes, Arnelly, do you have question? Naka-raise pala ng hand dito.
Po, ma'am. Ma'am, kasi ang up-up, ma'am, parang ano ba siya, ma'am?
Ang
Parang
up-up, ang up-up,
Opo.
it's a fungal
Yes.
infection. Fungi. So, class, lahat ng fungal infection, bacterial infection, nakakahawa yan. Meaning, pwede ka matakdan in short. Okay? Nakakahawa, class. Pwedeng matransfer from one person to another. So, be careful of using things na hindi ka sigurado kung ang person ba is really malinis or not. Sabi ko kanina, even dandruff can be transferred from one person to another kung maghiram-hiram ka og sudlay. So, mura siya puto lang na matransfer sa imuha. So, anything that is caused by bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms, highly, matransmit from one person to another. Ay, may nag-raise pa pala dito. Yes? Sino tong nag-raise? Miss Valorio.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes.
ma'am, yung discoloration good ng skin discoloration good ng up ma'am. Bakit skin discolor siya, ma'am?
It's the work of the fungi na nasa skin.
Hindi pala yun siya like normal na ma'am.
Dili dyan na siya.
Different from the skin discoloration and from the fungal na infection.
Dili. That is why we have the so-called pityriasis versicolor. The fungi itself will cause the discoloration of the skin. So, example, like sa up-up, ang uban, di ba, like magputi-puti. Meron din yan kabaliktaran, mag-itim-itim yung kanilang skin. So, depende yun siya sa fungi. So, be careful ha, basi ganahan mo maghulam-hulam o like towel. Towel is a personal na thing. So, ayun ninyo siya hulam-hulam. Okay, yes, Alika.
Ma'am, yung salicylic acid po, ma'am, is effective po ba yan siya sa may up-up, ma'am?
Yeah, salicylic acid can be a treatment for up-up, but be very careful with the use of salicylic acid kasi pag too much mo na siyang gamitin, makakasunog din siya sa skin. So, mag-itom na imuhang skin kadugayan kay na sobraan og salicylic acid. So, konti lang. Konti lang ang ilagay. Okay? Sige ha, so again, be careful with like manghulam og things that are too personal. Actually, even yung yung tawag dyan? Kaya makeup, na, ang pimples ang pimples is caused by bacteria. So kung magpa-makeup mo pahidri sa nawong, tapos next na pod nga nawong, so walang sterilization na nangyari doon. So kung may pimples yung una na gi-makeupan, tas ikaw sunod, ang bacteria na nasa mukha niya, napunta niya na yun sa iyo. So, basig pag matingala ka, pag tanggal sa makeup, nanay ni tubo. Okay? Yeah, dili siya signs of puberty. It's a fungal infection. Ansang, murag redyog. Murag redyog kay nagputi-puti ang naong. I don't know. I haven't tried redyog manggod. I do not I'm not into like those products ha kay mag-peel magnimuhang skin sa redyog, no? Mag-peel imuhang skin. And then syempre pag nag-peel yan, the outer surface will be exposed. Pag na-expose yan, mas prone ka sa skin cancer kasi wala nang protection. Herbal para sa psoriasis. Pag herbal kasi class, ganito ha, anong nakalagay sa mga herbal products? No approved therapeutic claim. So, pwede silang mag-claim tambal ni sa psoriasis. I mean, nag-claim sila no na kani tambal sa psoriasis, makaayog psoriasis, pero hindi approved kasi yung claim na yun kasi wala tayong enough evidences from researches na talagang makakagamot siya sa psoriasis. Mahirap kasi ang mga autoimmune disease, mahirap siyang gamutin. Diyan mas hamis ang mga bata na hugawan sa mukha. Kaya na sa ilahang sa ilahang immune system. Pero yung mga pimples kasi, up kasi yung pinag-uusapan natin, no? So, ang mga bata nagkaka-up kasi nga dili man sila naga-hygiene, 'di ba? Naga-self-care or kaya kanang skincare, wala man. So manang mas common nakita ang up sa mga bata. Pero like sa mga adults, merong pimples. So kasi yung pimples, pwede kasi siyang dictated by the hormones. Pag naga-puberty na tayo, grabe ang hormonal changes. So, pwede siyang because of that. Or yung ibang babae, for example, merong PCOS. PCOS is yung polycystic ovarian syndrome na maraming cyst sa ovary. Marami yan siyang cyst sa ovary kasi mataas yung testosterone level. Diba si testosterone is a main sex hormone para sa mga lalaki, pero you can also see that sa body sa mga babae. Kaya lang pag tumaas yung level ng testosterone ng babae, yun na, mag-cause na siya ng hormonal imbalance, and then yun ang isang condition na kinukos niya is the PCOS. Okay? So yung iba may PCOS sila, and then yung makikita sa mukha nila, daghan kayo og kanang pimples. Pag hindi correct yung hormones, hindi mawawala yung pimples. Kahit anong inom mo ng antibiotic, kahit unsa pa na imong ipahid, ibutang sa imuhang nawong, pag hindi na correct yung hormonal imbalance, hindi yan siya nawawala. Okay? Pero yung iba, nagpipimples lang kasi hugawan jud. In short, kay example, wala ka pang hilamos. And then, yung bacteria kasi na nag-cause ng pimples class, nasa skin natin yan. Especially nasa kamay. Unya ikaw, ganahan kikagunit sa imuhang kamot. Okay? Ay, gana guhit sa imong kamot. Ganahan kag gunit sa imong nawong, o de, yung bacteria na sa kamay mo, balhin na sa imuhang nawong, and then pimples na ang next niyan. Okay? So, mahirap kung mag-makeup ang iyang bacteria sa nawong nabalhin na sa imuha. Okay? Wala kung magpa-makeup mo, lisod, pagdala mo sarili ninyong gamit, mahal na bang makeup? O dugay kay kanaulian? Lisod. Nganong ingon nila maka-up ang chok? Maka-up ang chok? Kabalo ko nabasa ko na sa una, I mean nadunggan ko na sa una, pero looking or reading books about up, it's a fungal infection. Ano yan? Nine years old na ay pimples. Siya infection sa bacteria sa iyang kamot or sa surroundings niya. Sige siya gunit sa iyang nawong, tapos di ay kanang unsa na daghag-bacteria muna nagka-pimples siya. Unsay cause sa keratosis pilaris? Keratosis pilaris. I don't know. Check cause let us check. When to see it. That is a normal, I mean, kanang physiologically jud ang body lang dili siya because of bacteria or other microorganisms. Ano lang, masobrahan lang o form of keratin. Keratin is a protein. It's a protein in the body. So masobrahan ng produce ng keratin sa skin, kaya yung skin nagde-develop ng dry ng rough na patches, mga tiny bumps sa skin. So hindi siya nakakahawa kasi hindi naman siya caused by microorganism. And then actually they consider keratosis pilaris as a skin variant. Skin variant ha. Kanang mao jud na imuhang skin type. Ganon. Kanang grabe lang jud ka mag-produce og protein na keratin sa body. So pag masobrahan siya, ganyan. Actually, I have that. Dili lang siya kaayo klaro, pero I have that here sa akong bukton. So muna pagunitan ng akong bukton, dili gini siya soft, kaya na-adjud ni siya yung mga bumpy patches here. Okay? Depende na siya sa immune system, pero mahirap gamutin ang autoimmune na disease class. So, I think they have the maintenance, pero as much as possible, they have to avoid stress kasi nag-a-attack yung kanilang psoriasis if they are stressed. Nagiging very active yung kanilang immune system if they are stressed. So, diha manggawas ilahang mga patches sa skin. Okay? Atong 9 years old na pimples, normal na siya kung di siya manglimpyo sa iyahang body. So, ayaw mo sige gunit-gunit sa inyong mga naong, ha? Ano, ay, dilitato ka mo. Una class, I'm very conscious with my face. Pero artista, no? I'm very conscious with my face. As much as possible, I don't touch my face with my bare hands. Kanang, cake ko, paranoid. Like, nag-touch ko something, dapat akong kamot, dili, gid na siya maabot sa akong naong. Pero pagkatulak ko naong, usay, ginanana lang ako na. Kaya kung ako nang tibuok kamot ug manana na pimples kasi nga nasa kamay yung bacteria. And then I don't use the powder, the loose powder, the talc powder, especially if kamay mo lang ang gagamitin mo. 'Di ba? Pag magpulbos ka class. Ganan, ay nagapulbos ba mo? Yan ang example. Ano yung pulbos na ginagamit? Johnson, tapos ibutang niyo sa inyong nawong. 'Di ba yung kamot yung ginagamit? O 'di ba? Mag-cause na siya og pimples. Okay? Pero wala akong like skincare na ginainom. Ano lang siya, manghilamos lang jud ko ini gabi o buntag syempre. Pag gabi, pag di ko makahilamos, pimples na diretso. Grabe ang bacteria. And then moisturizer because I have dry skin. Wala siya ang type sa akong skin, dry. Patuingon ko kagain na I have that keratosis pilaris also kasi I have dry skin. So pag dry skin ka, you use moisturizer or pwede din toner. So do not use toner or moisturizer kung oily imuhang type sa skin. You know that naman kung oily or dry imuhang skin, 'di ba? So kung oily imong skin, you may use astringent na mga cosmetics. The skincare, abi ba na ko potassium atong ginaistoryahan diri. Say bagay sa oily face. You may use astringent kasi astringent can close the pores, can shrink the cells in the skin para hindi siya mag-produce ng maraming oil. Yan kasi ang gusto ng bacteria, maraming oil. Okay. Pag oily imong skin plus imong skin type, mas dali naga pimples. Okay? Anything else? Wala na? Baka
Ma'am,
mag-on
effective,
ka? Ay, wala pa di ay.
ma'am, effective good tong ma'am, tong sulfur soap. Good ma'am, kanang sa pimples daw, ma'am.
Sulfur soap? Pwede man. Kaya lang makadry siya ng skin. So, balik karon ang mahitabo sa imuha, you have oily skin, you will most likely have risk for pimples, so you will use sulfur soap. Kaya lang the sulfur soap will make it dry. So ang sunod na po daan ang moisturizer na po ka. para magkaroon. Pero konti lang na moisturizer para at least hindi din naman siya madry ang skin. Pimple marks? I don't know. I have pimple marks also pero ipasagdaan na lang ako siya. Wala na ko'y mabuhat. Kaya ang tambal na acceptance. Ang best na tambal. Unless na lang kung daghan kay tagkwarta, no? Para sa mga artista. Kaya at least tagkwarta magpa something para mawala ang pimple marks. Pero cosmetics, we don't have that. I think so. Yeah, alanganin nga, no? Kapoy mag-skincare, oy, dapat diligent ka para maintain ang imuhang skin. Pero kapoy man siya, so dawat man tani. Wow, sana all madato. Tagdaan na ng mga pimple marks din ha. Acceptance ang tambalan na. Okay, so moving on. 30 minutes na lang, no? Ako ba na tari? Kaya ginagat siya. Adjust lang ha, basig na yung announcement. Makuloy. Yeah. Okay. Sige, ansan na? Potassium tetraayodomercurate or K2HGI4. This is also known as the Nessler's reagent or Nessler reagent. So ginagamit natin ito in the laboratory as a test used to detect for the presence of ammonia. Okay? Kung gusto na ito mabalaan if a certain chemical sample has ammonia in it, pwede natin gamitin itong Nessler reagent. Ang content ng Nastler reagent is potassium tetraiodomercurate. Kana lang inyong tandaan. Wala na siya pharmaceutical use. Sa laboratory lang na siya. Now, potassium dihydrogen phosphate or KH2PO4. This is also known as Sorensen's potassium phosphate. Now, this one is used as a cathartic or laxative. Dagan kayo tag chemicals na maka-cause of pagbawas. Daghan kayo, gikan pa sa sodium. A lot of them are laxative or cathartic. So potassium dihydrogen phosphate is one of that. Other name for that is Sorensen's potassium phosphate. And then, these are the reagents that will precipitate potassium in the laboratory. Kung man naman mag-activity 7 sa lab, no? Please let me know. Kay basig mag-assume ko. Naka-experiment na mo sa activity 7. Are you done? Kay Tel? Or this week pa? Mag-activity 7. Ay, activity 7. Not activity 7. Activity 6. Ay, yeah. Pag-assume ko na human na mo og activity 6. So, sa laboratory, di ba, sa activity 6, meron kayong 5 ions doon. And then, di ba, giisa-isa yun kung ano yung unang precipitate na ion. So for example, ang unang nag-precipitate doon is silver. Okay? Meron yun siya, di ba, ang kanyang reagent na ginamit is the 2N hydrochloric acid. Pag nilagay mo doon sa 5 test tube na may iba-ibang ions, si silver ang talagang magre-react. Tapos, di ba, kung sa activity 6, you review the activity 6 ha, kasi yan yung ating i-exam, sa likod may nakalagay what ion is left. Ano yung ion na naiwan? Kasi hindi talaga siya nag-react with all the reagents that we have. And that is sodium. I hope nakuha nyo yun siya during the experiment. Okay? Si sodium yun siya ang naiwan. And then looking at the periodic table class, most likely, sodium and potassium belongs to the same group. Therefore, almost similar ang kanilang characteristics. Hindi basta-bastang nagpa-precipitate si sodium and si potassium with the common reagents that we have in the laboratory. Kaya maiiwan siya doon sa experiment. Okay? So ito ngayon, please tandaan ninyo, since hindi ito mga common na mga reagents, pero ito yung kung gusto natin talagang mag-precipitate or mag-react ang potassium, ito yung ginagamit. Sodium cobalt nitrate, tetraphenyl boron, and the perchloric acid. Okay? Memorize na ninyo. And that ends the potassium na discussion. Okay? Last na yun siya. Pero meron pang mga elements under the group 1A. Aside sa potassium, sa basunod, halina, chiro-B, cesium, francium. So, tapos na hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium. Ang naiwan, rubidium, cesium, and francium. We will just talk about cesium and rubidium. We will not talk about francium kasi wala pa siyang gamit, especially pharmaceutically. So, hindi na natin siya i-include. But please take note, kasama yan siya sa group 1A, ha? Oh, sige, Gora. Post ka later. Upload ko din siya. Sige. Now, let's talk about cesium first. Si cesium naman, wala itong pharmacological use. So, walang condition na tinitreat or piniprevent na disease. Instead, ginagamit siya most of the time in the laboratory. So, number 1, it's a catalyst in the polymerization of resin. So, si resin, just like the alkaloids, this one is also a phytochemical constituent. Okay? Makikita natin sa plant ang resin. So if you want to polymerize yung resin, ito yung ginagamit ang cesium. And then we only have one compound of cesium here, that is the cesium chloride. Ginagamit naman ito Sa laboratory pa rin, if we want to separate proteins from nucleic acids. Okay? In the biochemistry laboratory, ito. You will have that one in your second year. Mag-biochem kayo, and then biochem, chemistry, bio means life. So you'll be talking about chemical substances found in the body. And that includes the proteins and then the nucleic acids. Si nucleic acids class, ito yung DNA and RNA. Ha? DNA and RNA yan siya. If you want to separate that, we may use the cesium chloride. The other things that you need to know about cesium is yung characteristics or behavior ni cesium is similar to that of the potassium and even rubidium. So mas malapit yung kanyang properties, yung kanyang characteristics sa potassium or sa rubidium. And then, please take note also, this is the first element na discovered using spectroscopy. Spectroscopy. Okay? So we have spectrophotometers in the laboratory na gumagamit ng light para to check kung ano yung kanyang content. Pero ito yung pinakaunang na-discover using spectroscopy. We'll have that one next sem in your QC. Sa QC kasi yan siya. Yung mga instruments na ginagamit for the determination of substances in the laboratory. So ito yung unang element na na-discover using spectroscopy. And then ang color nito sa spectral line, kasi sabi ko kanina gumagamit yan siya ng light in different colors. Ang color ni cesium sa spectral line is blue. Okay? Di ba ang light, yung nakikita lang natin, parang puti siya. Pero if, kasi hindi natin siya magamit yung naked eye natin. Pero if you're going to really check the electromagnetic spectrum, yung light waves, different colors yan siya. So just like sa rainbow, different colors. So ganyan din yung sa spectroscopy, and yan yung unang na-determine na element. Okay? So please take note of that. Ay, ba to? Okay, and then pakidagdag ito. Wala ito sa elements in the periodic table because ammonium is not an element. It's a polyatomic ion. Okay, again, it's an ion. Pero, class, si ammonium is hypothetical member of the group 1A. It's actually called the hypothetical alkali metal. Okay, hypothetical lang ha, or pseudo-alkali metal. So hindi kasi siya metal talaga, 'di ba? Polyatomic ion siya. Pero it behaves similarly with that of the other members of the group 1A. So parehas sila ng characteristics ng potassium and rubidium pa rin. Okay? Just like the cesium. Parehas sila ng characteristics. Okay? Kaya tinawag siyang hypothetical alkali metal. Okay? And then this is synthesized in the laboratory. Wait lang, sulat natin. Using this process. Haber's process. This is the process of producing ammonium in the laboratory. Haber's process. Na anong gamit ng ammonium? Marami siyang gamit. Pwede siyang diuretic. Marami tayong diuretic. No? Usually, ang mga group 1A metals are diuretic. They are also expectorants. This can be used as buffer also. If you can remember our exam, diba? We have ammonia and ammonium chloride as two chemicals combined together to make the buffer. Okay, kaya may nakalagay dyan, buffer. And then anti-cryogenic. So na-mention ko na ito, most of the substances containing fluoride are anti-cryogenic. Anti-dental caries. Okay? So yan yung gamit ng ating ammonium. Iba yung ammonium, iba ang ammonia ha. Ang compound ammonia. that is NH3. Compound talaga yon siya. Pero pag sinabing ammonium, it's a polyatomic ion. Ion siya, meaning merong charge. Meron siyang positive 1 na charge. That's again, ammonium. Okay? And then, syempre, may compounds din ang ammonium. So we have here ammonium bromide and then ammonium carbonate. But if you're going to look back sa sodium and potassium na counterparts nito, parehas lang sila ng gamit. Like sodium bromide or potassium bromide are depressant or sedative, parehas pa rin yun. Kasi the bromide is responsible for that. And then ammonium carbonate, which is also known as the sal volatile or the hartshorn. Pakidagdag na lang ito sa listahan kasi wala siya dyan. Kopyahin nyo na lang. I'll be typing this sa screen. The Preston salt or the baker's ammonia. These are the other names of our ammonium carbonate. Okay? Now, looking back sa sodium and sa potassium, parehas pa rin ang gamit. Expectorant, yung mga sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, expectorant, and respiratory stimulant. That is why may nakalagay dyan, smelling salt. Kung naglinog, daghan ka, igipasimhot ani. Kasi it's a respiratory stimulant. Kanang mga nalipong. Mag-stimulate kasi siya na magginhawa ka ulit. Okay? Now, pwede din siyang gamitin as antacid kasi ang pH nito is alkaline or basic. So ito yung sabi ko kanina, maraming pinaamoy nito during the earthquake. Kasi itong ammonium carbonate is actually an ingredient of the aromatic ammonia spirit. Yung white flower, meron yan siyang aromatic ammonia spirit. And that spirit itself has ammonium carbonate. Pampaginhawa class. Baho lang ng baho. Ano makaginhawa kay baho? Maka-stimulate sa respiration. So yan, aromatic ammonia spirit. Merong ammonium carbonate. Other names for the aromatic ammonia spirit, we have spirit of sal volatile. Volatile or volatile, depende na sa inyo kung anong gusto niyong gamitin. If you want American English, that's volatile. But if British English, that's volatile. But the two are accepted na pronunciation. So respiratory stimulant lang talaga yan siya. Now, itong ammonium chloride sa baba, pag chloride class, we call that muriate. Kaya hydrochloric acid is called muriatic acid. So ito, ammonium chloride is muriate of hartshorn or muriate of ammonia or sal ammonia. Ano man ang gamit nito? It's an osmotic diuretic, pampaihi. It's an expectorant, pampa-expel sa phlegm. And then, since, systemic and urinary acidifier ito. Though ammonium siya, pero this one is a basic, it's an acidic substance. So it's kabaliktaran ng ammonia. Ammonia kasi is a basic one. Okay? Now, another thing that you have to take note is that si ammonium chloride is a byproduct of solvase process. Ito yung answer sa question number 1 doon sa identification sa exam, which is ginawa ko yung bonus. Kaya bisag unsa na lang yung answer dito. Napay nag-answer og amen sa number 1 sa identification. Yung amen. Okay? Pero ang answer doon, ang solvase process kasi is the process of producing sodium bicarbonate. This is the process of sodium bicarbonate production. Yun yung question sa number 1. Again, solvase process. Ang number 1 natin na product, sodium bicarb. Pero byproduct itong ammonium chloride, nabubuo din siya kasama ng ating ating sodium bicarbonate. Okay? Now, another thing that you have to take note about ammonium chloride, this is the drug of choice for amphetamine toxicity. You know what amphetamine is? Kapamilya ni methamphetamine or ang shabu. Kapamilya na sila. Pero shabu or the methamphetamine is mas abused drug. It can cause stimulation of the CNS and wala kasi yan siyang pharmacologic na action. Okay? So, gina-abuse lang talaga ang shabu. It's methamphetamine. Isulat ko ha. Methamphetamine. This is the name of the shabu. Pero itong amphetamine, kapamilya niya, kung titingnan natin ang structure, almost the same with that of the amphetamine. And it can also be addictive. So this one is a prohibited drug pa rin. So a regulated one by the PDEA pa rin. Pero amphetamine kasi has a pharmacological use. Ginagamit ito for children with ADHD. ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Yeah. Oo. Same lang. Physical property yan yung dextro. I mean, may kaibahan lang sila sa physical property. Okay? Sige. So si ammonium iodide naman, iodide ha, andyan na naman si iodide, sodium iodide, potassium iodide. Ganun pa rin, expectorant, antifungal, and since meron siyang iodine in the structure, it's a source of iodide. Okay, especially for people with goiter, ganon, para may replenisher of iodine inside the body. And then ammonium acetate is the spirit of mindererus, which is a component also of our buffer solution. So sa buffer solution, pwede siyang ammonia plus ammonium chloride. Pwede din siyang ammonia and then the ammonium acetate. Pwede din siyang gawin as substitute para magkaroon tayo ng buffer solution. And then we have ammoniated mercury. Actually, it's called ammoniated mercury chloride. This is also known as the white precipitate. White precipitate ha, yung kanina white lotion yon. Ang white lotion has sulfurated potash. Ito naman, pag sinabing white precipitate, we are talking about the ammoniated mercury chloride. Pero parehas silang binibigay topically. This is also a topical anti-infective. So like kung nakay kagid, grabe gibisaya na gyud no, kung nakay allergy, mga rashes sa imuhang skin caused by bacterial infection or microorganism na infection, pwede ito gamitin. This is anti-infective topically. And then, ammonium hydroxide, in the laboratory lang ito ginagamit, wala itong pharmacologic use. Ginagamit siya to separate bismuth from copper and cadmium. They have almost similar properties, but if they are going to react with ammonium hydroxide, bismuth kasi will produce white precipitate. PPT na lang ha, white precipitate yan. Bismuth plus ammonium hydroxide will give you a white precipitate. Pag cadmium naman, colorless. That's how you know kung ano yung metal na nasa sample. Lagyan mo ng ammonium hydroxide, mag-react siya. Pero pag copper, ang nasa sample mo, the solution will become color blue. Okay? Yan yung difference nila. So, bali, si ammonium hydroxide may become a reagent. Please copy that. And then we have here, wait lang. The last one for ammonium is the 16 degrees ammonia, or we call this 16 degrees Baume, or the household ammonia. It contains plus 10% ammonia. Ammonia is different from ammonium. Again, ammonium is a polyatomic ion. So, pwede siyang mag-react with other ions to form compounds. Yan yung mga na-discuss natin. Ammonium hydroxide, ammoniated mercury. Pero ammonia itself is a compound na. Compound na talaga siya. Pag sinabing 16 degrees ammonia, ang concentration ng ammonia na yan is 10%. Okay? So just like class, the ammonia is also produced through Haber's process in the laboratory. Okay? And then ang last element sa group 1A is the rubidium. So dito ako mag-end. Next meeting, we will have a quiz and then we will start with the next group of elements. So si rubidium, again, is also a member of the group 1A metals or we call them alkali metals. Pero ito, wala itong pharmacologic significance. So you will not see there any use pharmacologically and even sa industrial, hindi na natin siya isali kasi hindi din siya significant. But in terms of the properties, most of these elements are similar to potassium. Again, in terms of properties or behavior. Pero pag sinabing rubidium, the name comes from the word rubidus. Ay, hindi siya. Rubidus. Okay? Which means deepest red. Okay? That's the meaning of the word where we get the name rubidium. Rubidus means deepest red. Bakit siya tinawag na deepest red? Diba kanina, cesium is the first element discovered using spectroscopy. Ito naman yung second element discovered through spectroscopy. Ito yung second. Now, yung first, si cesium, ang color nun sa light sa spectroscopy is color blue. Ito naman, from the name itself, syempre, color red. Magkasunod lang yan sila. Si cesium was discovered 1860. Si rubidium is discovered 1861. Okay? Mga ano lang yan siya, additional information na you need to know. Okay? So we'll end here. It's already 3:59. Do you have questions or clarifications? We are done how we are done with the group 1A. So duha ka grupo pa lang atong nahuman sa periodic table class. Group 0, the noble gases, and then group 1A, our alkali metals. So si hydrogen, hindi talaga siya metal pero it's included sa group 1 ha. Diba? We started with hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, and then cesium, rubidium. We did not include the francium. Wala din kasi namang significant use siya pharmaceutically. Okay? So again, next week we'll have a quiz. I will give you a coverage sa quiz. Let me decide first kasi hatiin ko siya para dili kayo daghan inyong i-memorize. And then please watch the links I have given you para hindi din magtambak yung inyong studyhan for the finals. Let's see each other tomorrow here sa school, but the purpose of that is just to give you the hard copy of the exam. Okay?